Hello again and welcome to Dermoscopy Review with me, Ivan Bristow, and today I'm very pleased to be able to introduce the 3-gen DL4 Dermatoscope. This is a 4th generation device from their handheld dermatoscope range, and it comes from 3gen, which is one of the world's biggest manufacturers of the devices, and an American company with a real eye for quality. So I'm looking forward to reviewing this device with you today. So, as I said earlier, this is a DL4. The device itself is designed as a polarized and non-polarized device, which means it can be used for contact dermoscopy, in contact with the skin, or just for hovering above the skin, non-contact. So it's got both of those modes and function within it. First thing to say is that it is a very nicely designed device. Comes with a silicone sleeve, it's easily held in the hand, has a nice weight, nice feel and design to it all over. This oozes quality in terms of the design side of things, which means it's perfect for the job which is intended for. The silicone handle here, underneath there, you can just see that's the main switch to switch the device on and off. It cycles through the modes. I'll talk about that in a moment, but this is easily replaceable should it get worn, which is a great little touch if you need it. So what about the device itself? The device itself has 18 white LEDs, and 12 of which are used for the polarized view. You can see in the formation there, and just by pushing that switch again on the handle, there we are, you can see there's 6 non-polar LEDs, and you can easily switch between those two just by pressing with that button I showed you earlier on the handle. And they can also be activated not only by the switch here, but there is a silver switch just here. So if you prefer to hold the device like this, you can do the same thing there. You can switch. So there's 2 ways to switch it depending on your handheld preference for the device. I just want to show you something which is pretty unique in dermoscopy, and this is to do with a button which you'll find on the other side of the device. And this button is not silver, but it's orange. And that gives you a clue to its function, because what this device is able to do is to incorporate not only the white LEDs, but I just switched them on there. You can see there's orange LEDs too within that, and I'll just switch that. It may be difficult to see that. Let me just take that out again and just put that on to that mode. There we are, orange LEDs you can see in the image there. The orange LEDs, according to manufacturers, are allowing you to see more pigment deeper into the skin. It's called Pigment Boost Plus. And when this is active, this helps you to see pigment in a better contrast. And as I say, I've tried it, and I do notice a difference in the quality of the image. It does give it a slightly different, warmer tone to the skin when you use the Pigment Boost. And as I say, the orange button on the side allows you to switch on and off through that particular system if you use it. So if you're using contact dermoscopy, one thing that can be helpful, which is included with the device, is an eyepiece. Now the eyepiece here fits very easily. It's all magnetic and simply clips on, as you heard there. You can then do your viewing through the eyepiece, looking up close. When you're finished, or when you need to put it away, you can just take it and then easily removed. For non-contact dermoscopy, you're probably not going to need it. The other thing that's very interesting about this device is the viewing area. The viewing area here is very, very big in terms of dermatoscope widths. This is about 30 millimeters, which is one of the largest that we've seen in any device which is current on the market at the moment. And this also has a reticule on it which allows you to measure lesions. This is basically 10 millimeters, so when you put it onto the lesion, you'll be able to have a measuring scale alongside to get an accurate sizing of anything that you're looking at. Otherwise, the optics generally for this device are excellent, and this is one of the major plus points of such a quality device, is to have good quality optics and visualization of any lesions you're looking at. So I would say this was in league with Heine. I would say this is better probably than the Opticular Compact as well that I've reviewed so far. So very, very good optics with this device. The device itself is powered by a rechargeable battery which is located in the handle of the device. If it's ever needed to be changed, you can simply remove the silicone sleeve and the rechargeable battery can be removed and replaced at a fairly cheap cost, but the rechargeable should go on for many years of service. Easily charged through the USB micro port you can see there, and the device is supplied with a USB cable that comes with it along with the eyepiece that I talked about earlier. One other thing that's supplied with the device, which is a nice touch, is the idea that sometimes you look at lesions with contact dermoscopy, things at the risk of cross-infection, and there is a risk, of course, of contaminating the screen or the glass plate on the dermatoscope. To counter this, that Dermlite supply 5 of these things known as ice caps. Now, ice caps, put very simply, are disposable covers to go over the viewing plate. Simply clip on into position, then you can view your lesion to your heart's content, touch it and so on, and when you've finished you can just simply remove, and that can be discarded, and that's called the ice cap. They're fairly cheap and you can buy boxes of them from the supplier, but it comes in the box with 5 additional ones with it as well. Also in the box you get a very nice leather case. This again is very good quality. You can see it's leather lined and leather throughout with a popper, which means you can clip it to your belt, or it's very easy. Unlike the Heine, which the IC1 we looked at doesn't come with a case, this comes with a very nice case, which is always a nice touch. Of course, the other thing you may want to know about is, what about with a camera? How easy is it to use? Well, needless to say, this is a Dermlite, so yes, it can be connected to a camera. The fittings, obviously, because there are a wide range of cameras, are not included in the basic price, but these can be bought for compact cameras, for Samsung Galaxy, iPhones and even iPads. And I had a quick look at the website, and the approximate price for the iPad fitting and the iPhone fitting and the Galaxy fitting is around about £48, including VAT. Also offered by 3Gen is the app, which is known as the Dermlite X app. Very similar to what Heine offer. It's a downloadable app for Android or for iPhone, which allows the user to store, retrieve and share images, and as I say, it can be easily downloaded from the usual app stores depending on your device. So the bottom line, what is the cost of this device? Well, currently in the UK this device comes in at around about £1,350, including VAT. This is the most expensive device I've reviewed so far, and as I say, this is a device which is quality, solid feel and a very good image quality, so you're going to top of the range here, but this is a very nice dermatoscope. If there's any criticism at all from a podiatrist point of view, the only thing I would say is that there is not a small lesion plate available for it. When we reviewed the Heine IC1 and the Opticular Compact, both of those came with a small lesion plate which allows you to visualize lesions between the toes. Unfortunately, this isn't available at the moment through Dermlite, but this could change at any time, and before you know, you could see a small lesion plate being supplied with that. But other than that, this device, as I say, is top of the range, top quality, top optics, and coming from a very reputable manufacturer, you can be assured that this is quality built, and as I say, they're long established in the world of dermoscopy, so a very nice purchase. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon when I'll be reviewing more of the dermatoscopes. Thanks a lot.